Storm Station Forecast with meteorologist Malcolm Byron.
A fair amount of tropical moisture just to our east, as denoted by the blue shading behind me. And where do we find showers and thunderstorms at this hour? Offshore in the Gulf, working in eating away at some of this tropical moisture. And as we go into the overnight hours, that moisture is going to creep into the region so that by tomorrow morning, we've got some of it to work with. And as we heat things up tomorrow, I think our atmosphere is going to take advantage of that. In fact, at 7 in the morning, we still might have some offshore showers and storms. Some of the high clouds from those may blow inland. So just a few passing clouds tomorrow morning. But by lunchtime, hey, look at that. Some radar freckles popping up. It'll be spotty at first, and then we'll see our coverage peaking in the mid to late afternoon. Some storms lasting into the early evening hours before they settle down at night. By news time tomorrow night, probably not going to be dealing with much on the radar. And then going into Monday, we'll do it all over again. Lunchtime, popping a lid on the atmosphere, spotty action on the radar, becoming more scattered as we go into the afternoon. I even think there's a chance Futurecast might be underdoing the coverage of rain as we move into Monday. And then pretty much for the rest of the week, we've got elevated rain chances. And of course, we had many people go back to school last week, and a couple of commutes on top of that. Any rain could make it a slow go should you get clipped by any of those showers, and after school activities may have to take it inside if there is thunder nearby. So just some things we'll have to keep in mind next week as afternoon storms could dampen any outdoor activities, and the afternoons would be where rain is favored. So there's your Storm Station 7-day forecast. 91 degrees the forecast high tomorrow, about 50% of us seeing measurable rainfall, 60% on Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. So not everybody will see rain every single day. Well, scattered action will be out there, and we're looking for highs in the lower 90s on those days until rain-cooled air can get sent out. Now, rain chances do begin to come down towards the end of next week and into the weekend. By the time we get to Saturday, we're looking at a high of 95 degrees with plenty of heat. A forecast pretty typical for summer in Louisiana.
From the Storm Station, we're tracking the tropics.
All right, we're going to spend a little bit in the tropics here. Things are quiet close to home, and that's good to say in the month of August, but we are watching this wave coming off the African coast. Hurricane Center designating it as Invest 97L today. That gets that designation when they want to put a few more resources into investigating the system to see what it will do. And right now, there are medium chances of tropical development in the next 7 days. I wouldn't be surprised if this time tomorrow, that was shaded red for high chances of tropical development. And we've got some tropical models to look at this evening. And there's good agreement through much of next week on where this is going. It's going west through the tropical Atlantic. All of these members pretty tightly clustered together. But as we get into next weekend, that's where we see a little more disagreement. A fair number of these tropical models begin to recurve this out to see that would be a favorable scenario. Maybe not so favorable for the East Coast, but at least for us in the Gulf Coast, it would be favorable. But look at this outlier right here. Just something to keep an eye on. It's way too far out to talk specifics in the long-term prospects. Based on where this wave is located now off the west coast of Africa, we're easily at least 10 days from any U.S. impacts, if there is any U.S. impact at all. So for now, it's no cause for concern, but we're still keeping an eye on it. Now's a great time to review your plans as we get closer to the peak of hurricane season and stay in touch as we continue to monitor this system. We'll take a break on the news at 10 o'clock and continue after this break.